Hey, everybody.
Hello, guys and gals, and welcome to another amazing episode of Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistfight, D Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell of the Maxwells.
Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Wow, it's so great to be back. Hey, Crash, how you doing?
I am good. How are you, today, my friend?
Oh, my gosh. Much better now that I'm with you, my friend.
Aw. Did you guys hear my phone going off?
No, I didn't.
As soon as we came on, I was about to say something. It was like, scuba-dibba-doo.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I didn't hear it because you were muted, and there was like this, it felt like forever a pause, and I'm like, I'll fill in the dead air, I guess, and be all like, hey, guys, and then you came in. So I didn't hear the Scooby-Doo. Maybe the viewers did. I'm not sure.
Oh, well. Anyways, cheers.
Oh, wow. Cheers. It's Wednesday. It's crazy. And it's going to get crazier. All right. So we have an amazing announcement to make right after I go over our mission statement.
Yes.
Getting you all excited, I know. So our mission statement here on Musicians Hangout is to be part of a revolution, to create friendships with other artists, and build a community network to save music. And we are really working at this revolution lately, aren't we, friend? Like, oh my God.
We're really,
it is growing. It is expanding every day. And we just want to shout out to all of our viewers, all of our followers, all of our friends to, thank you all with all of our appreciation for everything that you have done to help us grow. And one thing that is definitely helping us grow is the Washington State Independent Music Awards. So we have an announcement to make about that. It is going to be launched today that you can access the voting through LouJackPromotions.com. So you'll be able to go there, go to LouJackPromotions.com, and you can click on the link and you can vote for your favorite independent music artist here in Washington State. You get one free vote per day. So make sure you are going in and voting for your favorite peeps, because we're going to be having an award ceremony that we are hosting with Promotions. That's going to be January 14th, 2024.
At the Spanish Ballroom in Tacoma, Washington.
It's going to be lovely. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful event. We're going to get all fancy. You're going to get all fancy. And we're going to have a wonderful evening together.
Like black tie event, guys.
We're going to be
red carpet.
We're going to be posting where you can find this link right after the show. If you have any questions, you can message us, or you can message Lou Jack Promotions directly. And don't forget to follow their Washington State Independent Music Award page so that you get all of the information that you need about the artists that are going to be.
Dates that might be happening, any changes that might be happening, because we don't know. This is, next year. So.
Yeah. And we'll keep you up to date as much as we can. This is not our event. We are hosting. So we are trying our best to filter all of the questions that you have and get you connected with Lou Jack Promotions.
Yes.
So awesome. All right. So tonight we have a special guest, a returning guest that has been part of our community for a long time. We're going to bring him up. It is Danny Sixx from Ireland. Bring him into the studio. Hi, Danny.
Hello.
Hi.
I have returned for like the 100th time.
So good to see you again.
It's been a little while. Not too long, though. Not too long of a gap between the last one and this one.
Long. It felt longer because my year has been all over the place. So I was like, hey, did we have you on the show last year? You were like 5 months ago. Dang. It
I almost forgot about it myself until I got reminded of it today.
We did have on a year ago, though.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's right.
Yes, you were both right.
Okay. So that's awesome.
There you go.
Well, I mentioned that you were streaming from Ireland, but whereabouts in Ireland are you tonight, Danny?
I'm in Dublin. So that's why when some people look at me and they'll recognize like the background, it's like I haven't left this place that I'm in.
Oh my God. And last time we talked to you, you were in the same space and you were working on recording. Go ahead and tell us how that's going.
Yeah.
So when I was doing that initially, it was following up the whole Black Rain story and trying to make the trilogy thing out of it. But as the writing process went on, it was actually steering away from that.
Oh.
And it went into something a bit more kind of melancholic and dark, a lot more darker than I thought. Because I guess what it was, everything that's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
And all this negative shit that just keeps happening just kind of made me think, okay, I actually want to write something different rather than trying to keep the story going. So I ended up completely scrapping the other idea, starting from scratch. And but a lot of the features and everything is still the same. It's just it's not following the story of the first album. It's its own thing. Is the easiest way to describe it. But yeah, that's where I am.
I feel like that's how life is, though. Like you start out on one story, and then next thing you know, you are in a completely different story in your life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with writing this second record, for me, like going down this different direction rather than trying to keep it to the story and kind of keep it the same and try to do something different. Yeah, I'm having a lot more fun with the second album than I did the first one. You know, because the songs.
Oh, we lost him. We'll bring you back, Danny. Where'd you go?
Oh, there we go.
You're here.
I don't know what happened there. But
that was
the
a
songs
major.
are better than this.
Get red.
But I don't know. This is something about like this album that connects with me a little bit more, and especially having the features that I've had on it. Like I got all the vocal tracks from Eve, from Trip the Wire, and I got Jacob's one as well.
Oh,
And
yes.
we got all this stuff going now. This is obviously before what happened when I found out afterwards. But at the same time, it was kind of like all that negative shit happening. And whenever you look at the news, you never look at something positive. They never talk about anything that's good.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I ended up just writing this much more darker album, I guess you could say.
Wow.
So I went a very different direction.
Yeah, you got to write how you are feeling because then it's more authentic.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, for me, it's kind of like just being annoyed.
I feel like as a musician, that's also how we process what is going on in the world, you know?
Oh, yeah. Because I don't think people will ever realize in the moment of like writing these songs, you know, what I'm feeling. Especially one of the songs that I wrote, I was in a really, really bad mood the entire day. One day when we came into the studio. And I just wrote a song called Fuck It.
Yes.
Where I didn't care. I was just dead. But as I got that frustration and anger out, it actually helped me more.
Yes.
Because rather than internalizing it and rather than like, you know, I took it out in the way that I knew best, which was obviously to writing the song. And it's actually one of the heaviest songs on the record. And it's my favorite one.
See?
That's got to be really fun to play and sing. Oh my God, yes. Like, that's an anthem right there, Danny.
To be honest, it's my anthem for the way the world is right now. That's the best way to put it.
Cheers on that.
Yeah, it's been, you know, I teach, and one of my students shared with me today that there's this phenomenon going on where we all feel kind of stuck still. Like 2020 happened, but it's just been, they didn't use these terms, but it's been like a shit show that we've been reliving over and over and over for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And we're on this loop of this never ending, like I compared it to Jumanji. We're going through these different levels of Jumanji.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the best thing you could compare it to.
Oh, listen, damn it. We gotta get a new roller.
Right?
I mean, it makes sense though, because you're looking at like obviously like the lockdown and stuff happened, and
yeah,
obviously it was a bad thing because it was a pandemic and everyone was gone and stuff. But then the second that was finished, it's just more shit just kept fucking piling on over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
so it's like we didn't get a break from anything.
mm-hmm.
And that I think that's where like a lot of the influences kind of came in on the second record. But the one thing I did is that rather than any of the featured artists I had on the songs, I didn't write the words for them. I got them to write the words themselves.
Oh.
So anyone that's on a feature, it's their lyrics that they wrote, not me.
I love
because it's all kind of the same message. So I wanted to get it from another person's perspective, even though it's the same message.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
that's a whole new way that you've been writing.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I've never ever actually done that before ever in my life. I've always just kind of written it and sent it to people, but I just wanted to do something different, and it actually worked out a lot better if I was to write the words myself.
Wow.
I got them to do it.
Dude, that's fucking brilliant.
That is so fascinating because everybody's writing process is different, and it's always really cool to watch that process change as you develop as an artist.
Well, everybody's is differ too.
Mm-hmm.
So
always. And I think that was the best way for me to learn as I was going along, and especially, excuse me, not being someone that sticks to one genre, that likes to kind of spread out and, dabble in as many little different things as I possibly can. It makes it more fun for me to challenge myself and write in a different way or a different style or a different something that can actually push me to my edge each time. And this second album has done that to me. It's definitely done it to me. But
oh my gosh, you're at the tail end of it, and it's been, you said, a year and a half you've been working on this? Yeah.
I have officially, I think it's 4 weeks left.
Wow, my goodness.
Yeah.
Does that simultaneously feel like a long time and a short time?
It does. It feels like it's to be honest, this one was more of, dare I say, it was more of a head fuck than anything else I've ever done.
Sure.
And I think when I put out the album cover and I saw people's reaction to that, they were just kind of like, that looks like hell. And I'm like, that's exactly what I'm trying to prescribe.
Yeah.
To that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So it's like, like coming at the tail end of it now, we're in like mastering sections now. We only have, I think, 4 more songs to master in total. But and then I'm gonna send it out to the people that are featured on it and stuff first, so they get to hear it.
That's great.
And then I think I was told I could talk about this today. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it anyway. Fuck, I don't care. So I have the first song dropping in November for it.
Yes.
So the first track off the album is going to be dropped in November.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's
it's already finished. It's done, and I have a little something with it as well.
Wow. Oh, that's so cool. That's coming up quick too.
Yes.
3 weeks. That's all you have to wait.
Yes.
3 weeks.
Yes. That's awesome.
Now, I'm not going to give away what the other thing is that comes with it, but I'm just going to say there's something else with it. That's all I'm going to say.
Something else, like a music video?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yes, possibly. Oh yes, I'm good at guessing. That's
Okay, yes,
awesome.
it is.
How excited is that to announce that on our show? Like announce it on our show, kind of.
Right.
No, I knew I was going to end up talking about that. And since we were at the tail end of the album, I had to kind of mention when the first song was dropping. So
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
But I'm looking forward to dropping this one because it's different than anything else I've ever done. Ever.
Oh. That's
Very,
cool.
very different than what I've ever done. Because it is a lot of metal stuff, but I kind of took a lot more stuff from like techno and EDM and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Which the first single that I'm releasing kind of has a lot of those elements in it.
Wow, that is very different for you.
So I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm just kind of going into my like prog math rock phase now. So I'm trying everything.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to hear this development. That's exciting.
Me too.
I'm excited to hear it as well because I still haven't heard the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a music video, we have a music video montage coming up in like 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So just
Maybe. Maybe that is something I can send you.
Maybe.
No, by maybe I mean most definitely you'll end up getting it.
He has to debut it first. So.
Okay, well, debut. And we'll be doing another music montage too. Like we usually do them for the holidays, so we'll have another one around New Year's. So
do you guys want to debut it for me?
Yes.
Yes. Like, do you have to? Yes. Like, do you even have to ask that? Like, whoa. Yeah.
Of course we want.
You're talking about saying that I need to debut it. I was like, I don't have to do anything. You can do it for me if you want.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh man, we can make such a big commercial for it too.
Yes.
I know just a guy. I know just a guy.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh, this is cool shit.
Okay.
Cool. Getting real tonight. See.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm pulling out all the stops tonight.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Exactly. Fuck it. Which
awesome.
is going to be the anthem of the next fucking year.
Another mantra. Just fuck it.
There you go. Oh man, I can't wait for that video.
Yeah, right.
I know these girls that could probably help you name Atrocity Girl.
Oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're cool. You probably seen
Danny was fucking.
And I wonder, did they make it over to Ireland when they did their tour? I can't remember.
I think they might have
passed. Who is it? Atrocity Girl?
Yeah.
Atrocity Girl, yeah.
I think so. Because I remember something about it.
Yeah, they were in the UK and Scotland, and
they were probably here.
They might have headed your way. I know we want to head your way someday. Like the Maxwells would love to go to Ireland and play. So that'd be really cool.
Well, it's a good thing I'm trying to put something in motion for next year.
Ooh.
So it's kind of a little bit of a internal thing that I'm trying to just do myself, not with the help of other people or anything. Because anytime I've tried to get the help of other people, that hasn't necessarily gone planned entirely. So it's kind of like, this is something I'm organizing myself.
Sweet.
And it is a show, but I want to try to get as many fucking people over here as I can to try to turn it into a kind of festival situation.
That is a huge undertaking, like when you're doing an event like that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of works as well because, you know, I've known you guys for a very, very long time now.
Yeah.
A long time. So, you know, it makes sense that we might as well try properly organize and try to do a show as many the artists within our community as we possibly can, whether it be Irish, American, fucking German, I don't give a shit.
That would be really cool.
Whatever you're planning to play music, come do it. That's it.
It's going to be called the Fuck It Tour.
Exactly. Fuck it fest.
Fuck it fast. I love it. Fuck it.
If
Danny,
people are wondering what fuck it means.
this is totally off topic, but I forget what time it is for you. Is it like close to 3:30 a.m.?
It is 3:21 in the morning right
It's
now.
3:21. Wow, that's intense, dude.
I'm a musician in the studio. I don't know sleep.
Tell us how you
What
stay awake.
time?
Coffee, energy drinks, the blood of your enemies. Like, how do you stay awake?
Monster.
Yes. There's a plug. Monster.
And
Sponsor.
that's my third one today. That's my third one just today.
Oh, damn, dude. Holy shit. That's a lot of monster. You're going to be a monster.
I'm going to turn into one. It's been that long over there.
Slowly turning into the monster after you have produced this entire project.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, hopefully you have the rest of the day not in the studio.
Oh, I'm off now for 2 days. I'm not doing anything for the next 2 days
Oh,
because
okay.
I need just 1 or 2 days myself that I can just relax.
Just recharge.
Yeah, that's it. There's a couple of days to kind of, I don't know, go for a few drinks somewhere or something. Or,
Heck yeah. That's cool.
you know, to be an alcoholic Irish people one day.
Like, where do you go? Where do you go hang out to get out of your space?
It kind of depends, really. Like, if it's the evening time, I always kind of go on nighttime graveyard walks. It's weird. Some people think it's weird, but
Not
We
weird
don't
at all.
do that. We love that.
We love graveyard.
Yes,
Except
we do.
but that's the thing. Like, people will look at it as like me and my friend group or something, and they're like, "Do you like walking around graveyards at nighttime?" It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's fun. There's like this superstition here
I know.
where people think that, you know, you walk around graveyards, you're going to see fucking ghosts all night or something. And just to annoy the crap out of people, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I talk to them every night. I make friends with the ghosts in the graveyard or something.
Just gonna do some
just-
no biggie.
Exactly, like so. But
On Tuesday.
Now that could be a good subject for a song right there, walking around in your graveyard. Yeah. I dig it.
oh, it could be actually, yeah, a graveyard shift or something.
It's a good place
But
to cross. It's really quiet. It's really serene. You know,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure the graveyards that you guys have over in Ireland, they're super old school and they're very beautiful, but they're also like they got a mix of that ruin too. You know,
Mhm.
like you know,
Oh yeah, because especially, you know, the difference between this country is that they have like the, you know, as like Catholic and Protestants and all that kind of shit, where they would actually have separate graveyards for Catholic people and for Protestant people. But the ones for Catholics are more new, like they have newer graves in it, but the Protestant ones basically don't exist anymore because they're that old and they haven't been that touched in that long.
wow.
That they just kind of become ruins themselves, basically. But they're the ones I like to go to the most because they're creepier and I like that more.
Yeah.
Kind of beautiful, honestly. Like,
Love it.
it's really sad. It's really sad that, you know, the
Oh yeah,
people are going to be forgotten and just become ruins. But at the same time, it kind of makes it
in Ireland it makes sense for them to be forgotten. Well,
Yeah.
compared to the history that people know about, I guess.
Right.
True.
Right.
And then there's me. I'm just like, I don't give a shit about history. I just like music. And especially in my country, like it can go very deep and very detailed and stuff. Whereas it can help sometimes, you know, going back to your roots, going back to where you started, and always kind of, I guess you could say, tracking back to where you got most of your inspiration in the first place. And one of the songs actually on the record is inspired by I can't remember the name, by a place called Leap Castle.
Lee
Oh.
Castle.
Here. And it's basically known as the most haunted place in this country.
Oh, I think I've heard of it. I want to say, because when you said the name, I'm like, I think I've read about that place before.
You possibly could have, because it's literally known everywhere, like the most haunted castle in the world, or close
Okay.
enough to Ireland anyway,
That's
between
cool.
Ireland and the UK.
Wow.
And I wrote a song about that when I read into like the stories of like what used to be there in the churches and stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, that's where I actually wrote that song, "Church of the Insane," which is what E was on.
Love
Ah.
that.
That's the song I have E from Trip the Wire on, and the way the lyrics that she had for that song were just exactly what I wanted to tell that story. And it's kind of a lot of stuff like that. But anytime I'm taking a break, I'm always surrounding myself by music of some kind.
Yeah.
So it's not entirely taking a break. It's just ignoring the work part of it and just listening to it rather
Yeah.
than actually working on it.
Yeah. You need that brain break, definitely. You need to recharge. What do you listen to?
Yeah.
Anything you're listening to that's new for you lately, or
Besides the EDM
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah?
Oh yeah, there's a lot more EDM and techno stuff I've been listening to,
Okay.
just because it's a different style and it's something that's like not very niche in a lot of cultures in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
But then I always just track back to the classics, like listening to fucking Metallica and Maiden and Motorhead and shit, because that's just something that's never going to leave my fucking bed. I mean, look at me, my hair's gotten longer since the last time you guys saw me. So,
Oh.
That's what Crash said before we went live. Like when we.
well, yeah, exactly. So, Crash knows this straight away.
Holy
But
crap.
it kind of varies on what I listen to. I just kind of put on a playlist of like whatever, and I just listen to it.
That's cool.
If I don't like the song, I won't skip it, but I'll just be like, no, that's not for me.
Ah.
And I'll just go to the next thing, but I'd still give it a chance at least. Like,
Yeah.
and then if my own song comes on, I just try to skip it because I don't like listening to it.
I get that. Yeah.
I hear my own music and I'm like, no, thanks. But I'm trying to teach myself not to do that.
Good.
That it's not
I'm
very
trying
good.
to teach myself not to do that too, because it's like you've heard it so much, you've performed it so much, and you sit there and you critique it all. Like
Yeah, exactly. So if I fail at that again, I'm messaging you straight away. Maxine helped. So, but it's like one of those things where it's easy to, because there's not an awful lot to do here. And so, like, there is in some parts, but in a lot of parts, there isn't an awful lot to do. So, being able to get that time to actually think out a lot of the songs that I've been writing and being able to actually just stop and look at the world for the way it is now compared to how it was like 5 years ago and stuff, it definitely made for much, much better writing material for me.
Oh, yes.
And, I kind of took my own feelings and ideas and everything like that to the point where I got so in the studio, we just kind of started jamming out as normal. And one of the songs that actually stuck from the Storied album is on this one. Because it was one of my favorite songs that I decided to do it on this one, which was like the song that sounded like an 80s techno horror metal song.
Yes.
It's like if Michael Myers met techno and Lorna Shore at the same time.
That's cool.
That's how I described it. But I have anything and everything that I could possibly think of in this and the way that I would want to do it. I'm just excited for people now that they actually get to hear something from it that I'm not listening to myself anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like what a passion project you've been up to. My goodness, like I can't wait to hear it. It's gonna sound so cool, and I can't wait to hear like I know that you had a whole story with it, but I think it's great that you've written from all of the experiences. Yeah, all the experiences that you're going through and such, because that in a sense goes together too.
Yeah,
It does.
absolutely.
I mean,
It's a whole. It's another lifetime.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna go back to the story or something. I will probably go back to the story, but I think what it was is just at that moment in time and realizing where most of the songs were going, they weren't connecting the same way as all the songs did on the first album.
Yeah.
Between the speaking and between actually being able to tell what connects the songs to each other. This one just kind of felt more like I was angry.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of negativity that just kept coming from all corners all the time.
Oh, Danny.
And what it is that when we're living in a world now where basically we had a lockdown, we had a fucking war, we're having another war, we're having fucking more problems, that everything just seems to be going this way rather than this way. It's just chopping and changing. But I always took that anger or stuff like that. Like, you have good days and bad days. That's how humans are. You have good days, bad days, best days, worst days. They always happen. And I always, rather than say they're bad days, to me, I always just say they're my fuck it days. Is what I end up saying.
They are. We all have
Which
those.
is actually where the song fuck it came from, because I just got so annoyed too much that I just said fuck it. That's where the song came about. But it's like, yeah, I would go back to the story, but I think just for this moment in time, it didn't need it. I did the first half of the story, or the first part of the story that's already done. I'm still looking into things that I can work on with that to try to bring the story to life. But kind of at the minute, I'm more focused on this one, because I'm actually enjoying it more because it's more personal.
Good.
It's more my perspective and more my feelings are. I wouldn't not necessarily my feelings, but my view on what's going on outside. Yes. Basically. Which is also a very different way of how I wrote a lot of the songs as well, was actually introspectively rather than just putting something in my mind and already having a story to write to.
Yeah.
I had to look at myself and say, how do I feel about this topic or this topic or this topic? And then that's how a lot of the songs kind of built off each other. Like, they are connected, but not connected in a way that it's in a story, but it's in a feeling that is throughout the entire record as it goes along.
I just want to say it's beautiful that you honored your creativity and didn't stifle it. Like, you didn't stop it. You just went with it, because that's important as an artist. Like Crash was saying earlier, it's part of a healing process. And it's true. Like, that helped you be able to process everything that's shitty that's going on right now in the world.
It is. It helps. It helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people will ever realize that. No. Because they can listen to their favorite song. And the best saying I ever heard is that you can sing a song to 10,000 people, but they can be singing it back to you for 10,000 different reasons.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, yeah. It's definitely true. Yeah, every song is different for everyone. Like, when my fans, hear my lyrics, they make it their own story. They don't know exactly what I'm telling, but they're going to make it their own story. And they ask me about it, and I think it's so interesting, the perspective that they get from it, because it's like looking at an art piece that's abstract and seeing different things that another viewer is seeing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's why I enjoy it, because getting to hear, people enjoying my music or enjoying my songs or anything like that. I went into a bar in Ireland one day and they were playing my song in their Spotify playlist that I didn't even know.
Oh my God, that's so awesome.
I was just kind of like, hey, that's my song. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, look, there's my face. That's my song.
Wow, Danny, that's a rock star moment right there.
Yeah.
That was my one and only one. And I'll never forget that. So far.
I love it.
There's probably plenty more coming, but
it's just beginning.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I agree with Crash. That's not the first and last. Well, it's the first, I mean, but it's not the last time that'll happen.
It's not the last.
Right.
I hope not. I hope not.
I think this second album is really going to speak to people because it's from a real place that you wrote it from. And a lot of us feeling, especially I'll go back to the whole Fuck It song, a lot of people are feeling that way.
Yeah. That's why I wrote it, because I know there's a lot of people feeling that way.
Yes.
You know, when anybody goes to the news, they just see about these wars or just diseases or something, and they're just like, fuck off. Like, they're just getting sick of it because it's too much at the one time. And then obviously coming, like you said, coming out of lockdowns and all these different things.
Murder hornets during lockdown.
Yeah, there were like that level of murder hornets there for us for a little while too during the lockdown.
Oh yeah, I remember all of that. I remember all of that when that was happening. It was first it was COVID, then it was fucking Japanese murder hornets showing up in the middle of
Japanese
Washington State.
murder hornets coming to kill us during the lockdown.
Yeah.
I've never seen a damn one either. Never saw one. Not
done with it. Just yeah. I was for sure that we would see one because there were so many sightings in Washington State. I was like, oh shit, it's coming.
Supposed sightings.
Supposed, you're right. You're right.
Yet to be determined.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
As we like to say.
All right. So, do you want to share with us the timeline? If you can share with us the timeline of releasing. So, you're going to release a single in say 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I don't remember.
4 weeks.
3 weeks.
No, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yes.
So the single comes out in 3 weeks, and then the video I have, I'm going to try to get to you guys by the time of the thing. Match.
Yes.
That's still the band, but
I'm getting the date for you, so you just
yeah.
It will be November 22nd for us. So that's is that
Perfect.
the 23rd for you? Like you're a day
How
ahead.
does that work? Because you are.
I'll be the 23rd.
Okay.
Oh my God, we're talking to the future.
We are.
Yeah, it's shit.
So nothing's changed. Excellent.
It's not much different.
Excellent.
Well, you're talking to us, and this is like a journey back in time.
Right?
We're going to make people think they're on LSD or something now, and they're like, what the fuck is happening?
That'll be better than some of the shit going on right now.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes.
But we do have a release date for the album, though.
Okay.
What is that date?
It's a little bit kind of. Sorry, 1 second. 29th of April, 2024.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And this time, there will be physical copies that people can get of it.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awesome, dude. Yes.
That's been the biggest pain in my ass to try to figure out, but I figured it out in the end.
So you're
So there will be
is it CDs or is it vinyl or both? Like what's
Both.
coming at us?
Yes.
CDs and ones. It's both. And you can take a picture.
Sure, but I collect vinyl.
Oh,
But I need a CD copy because
that's awesome, dude. Oh my God. So okay. Let's talk about the album art here. Like who has done album art?
Actually, a good friend of mine that lives over in England does like graphic design and stuff. And basically he had that image for a while. And I was trying to, think of when it came to the album cover, what did I want it to represent? Because I guess figuring out the theme of it all and seeing what direction to go.
Oh.
And I seen that and I was just like, I'll take that one. So we did that, and it's my favorite one, my favorite album cover ever. But it kind of sets the mood for what the album is, and especially from the title of the album as well. Risen from the Flames. It was the working title, but I ended up just keeping it because it made the most sense to me. And the entire story of the album with the way that the album art is, but there's also even down to my clothing and imagery and everything that I have for this, it's all going to match together and make sense.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, it will. It will. You have an organized way of doing that. That's how you roll, and it will show through. I know.
Oh,
yeah.
But I've been working hard to try make this one better and bigger than the first one. So I've organized to actually try to get physical copies this time.
Yeah.
I tried to do it for the first one. It didn't work out, but I'm able to do it for the second one.
That's super cool.
Because a lot of people have been asking me for physical copies so much. So to anyone that has been asking me or that wants physical copies, you will get them.
That is so cool. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure exactly when, but that's the release date that we have set for now. That's kind of just like a safety net, just in case there's any delays with any of the physical stuff or anything like that.
Okay.
But other than that, that's the plan. So the 29th of April, but there will be 2 or 3 songs released beforehand.
Yay!
Obviously.
Next question. I was like, so are you releasing more before then? Okay. Okay. Cool.
So we have one in November, one in January, and one in March.
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
I want to say March. I could be wrong. It could be actually April, just before the thing drops. But it's one of those 2. Pretty terrible. As far as I can remember. But that's the overall plan. And then kind of see where it goes from there then.
Sweet.
It's all a mystery after that.
I think it's going to go a lot of great places, Danny. You've put a lot of love and passion into this. And
it's been a long journey for you.
It has. It has.
Yeah. I mean, I did tell you guys I was going to talk to you guys again by Halloween, which is why I'm here as well. So.
You did.
Oh my God, you did, because we were talking about our new season. Oh wow.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. We're like, yeah, we'll be doing season 13 then. Get a hold of us. And you did.
I did, and I'm here.
And you got a hold of us at the perfect time, because we actually were having a really hard time getting someone to stick with October 8th. It just wasn't working. It was meant for you. That's why.
Of course it is.
Like, it's Danny's day.
When I messaged you about it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, this date's free," I was like, "Yeah, cool, put me in," because I'm not going to miss it.
No, I was telling Max that when we were having dinner, I'm like, "Oh man, I'm not worried about tonight. Danny always shows up. He always comes through. Like, he knows what to expect." It's like, I don't know. It's like,
I know this format like the back of my hand. No, this stuff.
Yeah. And we
I know there's a lot of people watching, and I sometimes forget that. I sometimes forget like that. You know, this is just a conversation between us. So you know, there's people watching.
Yeah.
So don't worry, people. I'm acknowledging you as well.
There's more people that watch later too, especially in your neck of the woods, because most of your peeps are sleeping. Yeah.
Or drunk.
And watch it later.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
I mean,
we have known you for a long time, because you used to stream from your place, and we've had your dad on the show,
your brother.
Yeah, I've had 2 different bands on here. I've had myself multiple times. Yeah. So I think that's almost 2 years or 3 years worth of stuff.
Oh yeah. I want to say we've been connected for at least 3 years.
3 years. It's been.
And you're very connected within our scene by working with Jacob Vano. So like you've been in projects with Washington artists, and you're kind of on that fringe of our scene.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's when it all kind of started from and stemmed from, was me and Jacob doing Let the Devil In.
Yes.
Which was the first song I ever did a collaboration on. And, we kept working together more and more ever since. And obviously then getting connected to, from Rebecca to Asgard Radio and all that kind of stuff, getting connected with those guys, which is how I actually ended up meeting Eve from Tip the Wire. And that's how that whole thing started. So it's kind of, getting in between all these little aspects that I never did before.
Right.
And, it's been fun getting to work with all these different kind of people, especially being able to work with, people from the States, but we can just send tracks to each other. We can say, okay, this is not okay. This is how it works. This is not how it works.
Yeah.
And it's been a different feeling, but it's been a lot better now than it was a long time ago when I was only starting. It's a very different scene than what I was used to 10 years ago, or how easy everything is now compared to how it was. And I'm just enjoying the ride so far, man.
So Kevin Enlow said that he's heard you sing Enter Sandman.
You have? Where? I don't.
Maybe
Where have I sang Enter Sandman?
he thinks you look like you should be singing it.
I mean, I have sang Enter Sandman. I'm just trying to remember. Is there like a video of me singing Enter Sandman somewhere?
I wonder. On your page. He says it's on your page.
On your page.
You don't even know, Danny.
I don't run my social shit. That's somebody else.
Gotcha. Well, I'm looking
I
at
don't run any of my stuff. I run my personal account. My personal account is what I run, but any of my music stuff, I leave that to somebody else. That's somebody else's problem.
Sixx musician is ran by another entity. I forget about that.
It's run by my dad.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
You know what? I bet your dad did put the video up there then.
Yep, he would.
Oh, he did. I bet he did.
I was probably very drunk singing the song, but there's also a different story.
Well, sometimes that just adds to the whole passion of it, Like sometimes
I could totally see your dad like video recording. I could totally see your dad doing that.
Yes.
Oh, and it's probably a video of me doing it with another band that I would see like regularly.
Oh shit!
If I'm not mistaken.
We have the link. There it is. Oh my god.
Oh shit! Dad put it up there.
Kevin, that's the right guy. You're right, because he says maybe I got the wrong guy. No, this is
no man. That's no.
That's you. Yeah, no, Kevin, you got it.
That's him. You are correct.
Thank you for exposing me. I know, it's fine. Yeah, no, I told you plenty of stuff like that.
Artists getting exposed on Musicians Hangout. There'll be millions of views tomorrow.
It'll be on front page of TMZ.
You weren't to be the only one on here with the double life.
Right?
Who said I have a double life? I could have a triple life for all you know.
Right?
I
get that.
You don't know, Danny. You don't even know your double life. Your dad's just putting your shit there.
That's kind of fucked up. You don't even know your double life.
I love it. At least it's someone
it's just easier.
At least it's not some like unknown entity that's doing this. At least you know who it is.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
some guy named Juan in the middle of Japan is on my Facebook page.
No idea what's going on. It's got a mind of its own, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Danny, a few minutes ago, you were mentioning how you've connected with all of these artists and you've gotten to be featured on other radio shows, other podcasts, and you've gotten to write with some musicians that you've been connected with through these experiences. I wanted to point out that that's a silver lining right now because, you've been talking about how everything's been shitty. At least you got that.
Exactly. And that's actually the best way to think about it.
Yeah.
Is that no matter what people say, is that as a musician, and you kind of get these connections over time and you learn about the people and these stuff like with Jacob, for example, now I consider Jacob a good friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was heartbroken when I seen what happened to him.
Oh, isn't that not heartbreaking? Oh.
Yeah.
I sent money to the GoFundMe. I did everything I could that end because, he's like a brother in a way, like a music brother in that kind of way. That's like a musician. And Yeah, that's the kind of community I got from that, and that's what I've learned from doing all these interviews and going to all these radio stations and all these different things. Is that you can meet nice people in the industry, but you can also meet some dickhead people in the industry as well.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, my goodness.
I've had enough of the dickhead people, so it's time to find nice people.
Exactly. Yes. And that's where the nice people together, and we're a bigger group. There's some shitty people out there, definitely, but we can definitely block a lot of the toxicness that can happen in the industry.
Oh yeah, 100%, and that's what makes sense. And I know there's some people, that are watching this and are probably looking at me as like, this guy talks like he's like a 40-year-old wise man. Because I've kind of learned a lot from the aspects of that, and I guess being part of this has actually even helped me in my career more. Getting to be with you guys, and I've been on this more times than I can count, and people are just probably waiting for each season to say, when's the Danny episode? When's the Danny episode?
Oh, right, that's become expected now. You're right. Like it's part of and I think that's the beauty of it too, is our community, it grows, but also we have people that have been invested for so long, and you're part of our family. It's not just a community at that point. We want to showcase you, to help you out, and also, not just to promote you, but to support you.
Oh yeah, 100%, and that's why it's fun for me, because it's like I've been on this so many times. I go back and I realize it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I probably annoyed these two poor girls for so long.
No,
and then I go back and watch some of the old interviews.
No.
And I see all the comments and stuff. Like when we're doing these shows, I never see the comments and stuff, but afterwards I always go back and read them about like what people say, or people ask questions. If people want to ask questions, they can. I don't give a shit what it is. Just nothing about being Irish or drinking, because that was a common theme last time. Was about being Irish and leprechauns and stuff. We are not leprechauns, just to let people know.
Oh my God! That's funny. Oh my God!
But it's been a wild journey, man. It's been wild. Like from 5 months ago to now, or even to a year and a half ago to now, like so much has happened and so much has gone on within that time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't even know where the fuck to start,
Yeah.
There's so much stuff happening at the one time. But yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's definitely been fun.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun. That's what this is all about. Like, not just this, but music in itself. If it's not fun, then you're not doing it right. Like,
no.
And you could be,
but eventually it should be fun when you're performing and you're sharing that with others. Everything about that should be fun.
And the line, you're gonna look back at this album and you're gonna be like, you know what? This is one of my best albums of all time.
Already, it's one of my best albums I've ever done.
Well, so far, you don't know what you're gonna write next.
Yeah.
I don't think anything is gonna get more personal than that one, though. Because now, then again, something more horrible could fucking happen in the future, and I don't know about it. Hopefully not. Not to jinx it or say anything. Forget about that.
Super wonderful. You could write a different kind of album.
Knocking on that wood back.
I'm knocking on the wood table as well, just to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yes. I'm knocking on wood. Everybody better knock on wood right now. Okay. It's inevitable that things are going to happen throughout life, and a beautiful process that is with art. So the things that are going to get thrown at you and thrown at all of us in the future with all this, bullshit that happens in life, you're going to come out of it like a phoenix, dude. You're going to come out of it, and you're going to make some kick-ass shit, just like you have now. It's going to just get better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the best way that I ever heard it is that we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Ooh, I like that. I love that. I need to remember.
You don't, and people always kind of say, like, what am I meant to do? What am I you know, everyone is going to go through something in their life. Everyone is going to, you know, have hard times, and
Yeah.
everyone has their own way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
But the easiest way is if you stick to that in your mind, is that in your life, you're here for a good time, not a long time. And if you stick by that, you can make a lot more memories and a lot more better decisions for yourself. But not only that, is that you can actually then be more open minded to experience new things, because you have that mindset that's like, you're just going to live your life to the fullest and then see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where, you know, I kind of took all that and then kind of put it into making this whole second record. And now it's going to actually start kind of show, when you hear some of these songs, it's going to actually show that, you know, it's not just something that's like, oh, it's a song you listen to and you skip over it. It's kind of like, it captivates. What I wanted to do is hopefully captivate people that's like, oh, I know what that means. I've been through that, or I've seen that, you know?
Yes.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
enticing
The songs
me.
I love the
I
most.
can't wait to hear it, Danny. I can't wait because I know I'll be captivated by it.
You want goosebumps.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. That's the easiest way to say it.
Yes.
That's cool. I love it. And yeah, I can see why people would be like, are you a 40-year-old man with all of this life experience? Danny,
Maybe
you don't
I am.
look 40, okay? You don't.
No,
I
look about 50.
I know you're not. Oh,
Whatever. 50
Shut
looks
up.
amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
But, no, like, I mean, it's just, you know, stuff I've learned over the last 3 years. Just everything that's happened within my life, or anything that happens in anybody's life, it doesn't happen for no reason.
I
Because if those things never happened, would you be the person that you are now? No,
I
you wouldn't.
absolutely believe in that. Yeah.
You know, and I guess if it was like a message to people, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yes.
Just make it come full circle. I just said fuck
I
it.
love it. Fuck it.
You know, and I'm going to get that on a t-shirt now. Just say,
You should.
fuck
Oh
it.
my god, yes. They will sell like hot cakes, dude.
I will totally fucking put it on. And Danny Sixx says, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. In quotes.
There's
And it's
also
just a picture of my face, and it says fuck it.
Yes. Just with like an air bubble. Fuck it.
oh man, we're gonna be your merch team. We're gonna be like, okay, there's gonna be several different types of merch. There's gonna be the quotes, there's gonna be the face, there's gonna be the bubble.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to like do like musicians hangout specific ones too, because I've been on here so
God.
goddamn much.
Right?
This could go crazy, you guys. It could go so many places.
This is getting very deep now. People are gonna start wanting this stuff. There's actually a question for the people that's watching. Would you buy that merch?
Yeah, let's see. Chat room. Would you buy the merch that we speak of with the fuck it quotes? Anytime, Ellen.
Okay, that's good.
Actually, that was up there for a while. I just thought that was perfect time for me to put it
That
up there.
was really perfect for that. And well, as you are in the future and we are in the past, our chat is in the past too. So we are streaming just a few seconds before our chat catches up with us. So they're actually watching us in the past. Like,
Wow. They must be living in hard times.
like a vortex time.
It's like all the way back in the 50s or something.
What is this called? It's called like Intrepid, right? Isn't that a stupid movie?
I think so, yeah.
Looper? What the hell is it called?
I don't know. Like
I
a
don't know. Obviously,
like
I haven't seen the movie, or else I would know the damn name of the movie.
oh
But
Inception.
it's where somebody's in time, and then in time, and then in time, and then in time.
Okay.
Like
know what
our
you're saying.
audience is behind our time. We're in the future of our audience, but Danny's in the future of us. Kind of like that.
That just
Yes.
sounds like a fucking Matrix Mandela effect shit that you're talking about.
It does. I was just thinking that. I'm like, that sounds like the Mandela effect. It really does. We are living it right now, everyone. This is just a figment of our imaginations.
And that's when people start queuing up to panic.
Yep. They're like, okay, now I'm hallucinating. Okay. Well, Danny, we are going to be signing off soon. Please plug yourself for where our viewers can find you if they haven't started following you. Tell them where to find you.
So you can find me as Danny Sixx Musician on my Facebook page and my Instagram stuff, all that cool. And then just look up Danny Sixx on Spotify or iTunes or your iCloud, SoundCloud, whatever the fuck. Anywhere you play music, you can find me there. Just search Danny Sixx and you'll find it. And fucking merch coming soon, I guess.
Coming soon. Danny Sixx Musician on Facebook and Danny Sixx on YouTube. You can follow him there. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification for Danny Sixx. Hit that notification for us. Share all
Hit
of our
the alarm button so you get notifications on both our pages because you don't want to miss out on shit, especially when Fuck It comes out.
right. That's the quote of the night. You don't want to miss out on shit when Fuck It comes out.
You don't want to miss out on shit when fuck comes out. I love it.
I think that was the best quote of the entire series we've done. I love that.
You don't want to miss shit when Fuck It comes out.
More of that, please. All right, Danny, keep us posted with anything that we can help promote. Stay connected with us. We'll help you launch your music video.
Oh man, I'm so excited about that.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thanks for connecting with us again and being part of our show. Yeah, and we'll
it's always a fun time for you to do this.
So when I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have Danny back, it's not gonna be a year from now. It's probably gonna be like 4 or 5 months from now.
And I'm hoping that you're back at home and not in Dublin, taking some much needed rest.
Yes, you do.
Crazy
probably, I'd say the next time you see me will be when the album comes out. I'd say it'll be the next time.
Sounds good.
Oh, yes.
Perfect. That would be so great. That'll be excellent timing for us. Cool.
Yeah, we can organize it.
Hell yeah. We're going to make it happen.
Cool.
And with that, Maxine, you want to take us out?
Absolutely. All right. Here we go, my friends. All right, everyone. We'll see you next week, Wednesday. You guys stay safe. Keep rocking. And we love you. We'll